Up, guys? And I didn't know what is up, guys. It's Cloaked Wolf, and welcome back to another part, the final part for now. For what if Cloaked Wolf was in Naruto Shippuden? Yeah, I put Shippuden in there because it's we're past the old Naruto, and basically the final finale is right here, right now. I feel like this finale is gonna be a little bit crazy because no Sakura to get in the way, and no Sakura to heal Naruto. So I feel like you'll just see what's gonna happen. So yeah, Kiwan's Mangekyo Sharingan is different because I didn't know what to do because everybody's Mangekyo was different. Okay, so let's get into it. So Kiwan saved Naruto and Sasuke and said, "Y'all two okay?" Indra and Ashura. Well, is that what his name? Indra and Ashura. Kiwan found out. He talked to the Sage of Six Paths while they were all gone. He didn't train under him, but he did learn some new jutsus. He says, "Are you okay, Indra and Ashura?" And that was the Sage of Six Paths speaking in Kiwan's body. Kiwan told him not to speak in his body again. Kiwan's like, he says, "Are you sure you're not Indra and Ashura?" So we found out Sasuke found out Naruto and Sasuke were destined for were basically born for destiny, and Kion was kind of upset about it, but he realized he showed a lot of Indra's traits too. He was a prodigy. He think Indra and Ashura split into two. Split Indra and Ashura. I think it's Ashura or Indra split into one. Well, basically, whoever the reincarnation of Sasuke is split into another body to see if they can overwhelm the the other guy. Blah blah blah. I can't remember his name. Don't judge me. I haven't watched Naruto in so long. I just started watching Boruto a few days ago. So Kiwon was like, "Come on, let's take down Obito." Basically, everything happens normal besides with Kiwan's helping. And Naruto talks to Obito and gives him that big Takano Jutsu. And then after all that, it's Madara absorbs the Ten Tails. This time, I think Kiwan, since Kiwan has the Rinnegan, he would. He doesn't absorb the Ten Tails, it's Madara. Kiwan goes straight for Madara. And he overpowers Madara. And he starts beating on Madara. Then Kiwan's like, "I'll end this right here, right now. Fire style, Phoenix Flyer Jutsu." Madara will activate his Susanoo and grab it. Grab the fireball. Fireballs, I mean. Madara would be highly stronger than Kiwan, even though he has the Rinnegan, because he couldn't really use the Rinnegan's powers that much. Madara stabs Kiwan with a piece. Well, he stabs him with Sasuke's own sword. Kiwan falls there and sits there, and then he comes to where Ino and the others are, and he sits there. So he tells Kiba to protect everybody and protect this world that he loved and protect Ino. And Kiwan dies. Sasuke and Naruto both get mad, so they both try to fight, but they can't defeat Madara. He breaks Sasuke's arm and kills him. It does the same thing. He doesn't break Naruto's arm, but he does kill Naruto and throw their bodies. And seeing that, everybody sees that and knows they lost hope and that they can't win. Sasuke and Kiwan see the Sage of Six Paths, and Kiwan says he sees him again. And then Sasuke, Naruto, and Kiwan all wake up with Sasuke and Kiwan wake up with a Rinnegan, a 3 Tomoe Rinnegan. And Kiwan also wakes up with his Eternal Mangekyo Sage Mode Sharingan. Eternal Mangekyo Sage Mode Sharingan. Naruto wakes up in his Sage of Six Paths state. Madara already absorbed the Ten Tails at this time. And they start it's actually 3 against 1, so it's going to be way harder for Madara because 2 people can see his shadow, the shadow Madaras basically, and they start beating on Madara. Since they could, Madara couldn't do anything, so he decided to summon the infinite Tsukuyomi. But instead of Kiwon knows already about this, so he tells Sasuke to go into Susanoo and cover everybody, and he'll cover some people else. Kiwon unlocks it, does his Susanoo, which I'll do a drawing of Kiwon's Susanoo if you guys really want to see it. So Kiwon goes inside his Susanoo and covers up. He covers up Kiba, Hinata, Ino, and some of the other villagers. Tsunade, Orochimaru got brought back. So yeah, blah blah blah. He covered them all up, and they are all saved from the infinite Tsukuyomi. Kakashi and Obito had their emotional moments trying to fight Madara. Everything goes in canon, but just with Kiwon. But this time, it's going to be a lot different. She doesn't see Kiwon as one of her children, so she tries to kill Kiwon straight off the bat, thinking he's just a ninja, until he shows her his Rinnegan. She stops, and she punches Kiwon. Said Kiwon. He punches her in the stomach and says, "Thunderclap," and then a big stream of lightning hits her. And Black Zetsu's surprised to see how strong he is. He says he might be stronger. He's like the fourth stage of Six Paths. Kiwon's like, "I'm not done yet. Kamui!" And sucks her into his Kamui dimension. And Naruto. And he's like, "Naruto, Sasuke, we're ending this here and now." Kiwon uses his Chidori. His Chidori. I said Chidori. He made up his own jutsu. He calls it, oh crap, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. He calls it his fireball of doom. It's basically like a Rasengan Chidori and a fireball jutsu mix. He says fireball of lightning. That's what he's gonna call it for now. And then Sasuke charges up that black Chidori and charges at her, and then Naruto summons his Rasengan, and then they just all clash into Kaguya. Which she think it doesn't really hurt her that much. They have to figure out they have to seal her away. So Kiwon, Sasuke, and Naruto all think of a plan to do. So just like old times, that's what Kiwon said. And Naruto's like, "Yeah." Sasuke's like, "Fine, don't get in my way." And once Naruto tells him to play, Sasuke says, "Are you serious? That plan will never work, and I'm not doing that." And Kiwon not say, "Sasuke, it's the only way." He says, "Fine, but nobody's gonna see me like this." And Naruto yells, he says multi shadow clone sexy rehearse harem jutsu, and then they all turn into a whole bunch of guys. And then Sasuke's like, "Kamaterasu!" And Kiwon's like, "Kamaterasu as well." And then Naruto's like, "Tell Beast Bomb!" And then they just all collide with Kaguya and make a big explosion. And then all three of them come up and deliver the final sealing blow. They seal Kaguya away. In this timeline, Obito would not die. Well, I think he would still die, but he wouldn't. Well, he wouldn't die because Kaguya threw that thing and he sacrificed himself. I feel like he wouldn't die. So once Kaguya sold away, they will have to unleash the infinite Tsukuyomi that help into the other no names. But Sasuke would want to kill the Kage. So Naruto and Sasuke will have their signature battle. Kiwon watching in a distance in case it got too hairy. And then once they did their final Chidori Rasengan clash, right when that was about to happen, Kiwon was about to step in, but he was like, "Let them finish this," and then blew off their arms as normal. Kiwon rushed down as soon as their contact. They start talking to each other. Kiwon heals them both, and he starts yelling at them that they're idiots. Around Boruto, Kiwon will probably be in the village. He's gonna marry Ino. Sorry, Sai, but he'll probably marry Ino. Naruto will marry Hinata. Poor Sasuke. Poor Sasuke. He wouldn't have Sarada. No, I don't want to do this to Sasuke. I'm gonna have to make a whole series with Sakura in it. I feel so bad. Oh, okay. I'm gonna retcon everything. Sakura was in it. I think Sakura will be in all the main events. Basically, she'll be lucky to have two Sasuke's in her group. Blah blah blah. Everything will go similar to canon, but Kiwon would be more evolved than Sasuke, and then that would happen. Blah 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 blah. That would all happen. So I think everything would go to normal. Everything would just be the same as what if I said, but just with Sakura in it. Sakura in it helping a little bit, but not really, cause useless. So I think Naruto and Hinata will still get together. Kiwon would be there too. Sasuke would too. Sakura would too. Ino would be too. Kiwon would have a son. I mean, a son. Yeah, he would have a daughter and a son, the same age, twins. He would have twins with Ino. I'm gonna call them Kishan, named after my brother, and Hamera, named after my sister. They will both have the Sharingan. They will be prodigies, even surpassing Boruto. They will be called They will be called They will be called Kishan and Hamera Uchiha. So Kiwon would be Naruto's, checking with Naruto every here and there, and I think Komohamaru would be a sensei, but not for Kiwon would join his team. It will be Sarada, Mitsuki. Kiwon would request these all by himself. He would request these four because he sees potential. He sees Mitsuki, Boruto, Sarada, and his two kids. He'll have a 5-man team and train them all. And he'll do the bell test with them, just like Kakashi did with them. They would not be able to pass the bell test because Boruto and all of them would just try to work together. They wouldn't even try to work together. And Kiwon knocks them all to the ground and uses wood style. I said wood style. Well, he would know wood style since he trapped him. But Kiwon was like, y'all guys are people that don't work together. People in the ninja world they are technically people that don't work together are people that don't work together. I don't even know what Kakashi said, but whatever Kakashi said, and people that don't help their teammates are even worse, are scums. So he passes them anyway. He was gonna expel them, but then they got up and took the belt from him, which surprised him because he wasn't even using most of his Rinnegan's abilities that he knows. Sasuke would still be traveling dimensions and run into can't remember what he said. Can't remember the people that he said, but he would run into them. Momoshiki and Tenshiki, I think that's what they're called. But this time, Kiwon would be like, if we run into those people again, we'll take them out. I feel like when Boruto when he was about to walk into the tuning exams with the ninja tool, I feel like Kiwon would have known he had a ninja tool. Because why would he be so cocky? He goes up to Boruto and asks him, Boruto, are you ready to win? And he gives Boruto a fist bump, and he fist bumps him. And then as soon as he does that, he grabs Boruto and takes off the ninja tool and says, I'll be using this. And then breaks it right in front of Boruto. Boruto is shocked to see how he knows the ninja tool. And he just goes back up to the stands where Naruto's at. Everything happens, not as canon. It'll be a lot harder. I feel like Boruto and Sarada would lose. But then, as that was happening, Momoshiki, Kinshiki arrived. Naruto tries to sacrifice. Naruto was going to sacrifice himself until Kiwon came up and punched Momoshiki. He didn't expect that. But he would still capture Naruto, and Princess Naruto would have memes. And if you guys want to see some more what ifs, basically Kiwon and Kishan. I said Kiwon and Kishan. Boruto, Kiwon, Naruto, the Kages, and Sasuke he would be overwhelmed by 2 Rinnegan users. And it's Jinchuriki. A strong Jinchuriki at that. Jinchuriki. And somebody that's so powerful that even he couldn't beat. So Kiwon will go over to him and punch the crap out of him. He would tell Boruto to use his Vanishing Rasengan. Because I feel like he would still learn the Vanishing Rasengan because Kiwan would not allow him not to learn the Rasengan because that move was really powerful for his father. And he would still know the Vanishing Rasengan. He would do he would do an even ginormous bigger Rasengan because he would have Naruto and Kiwan powering it up. Kiwan would throw the ginormous Rasengan and hit him and explode. Still getting the Karma Seal as normal. So that's everything that's going to be happening in this What If. Tell me if y'all guys want to see this, because after the Kenshiki arc is done, I will maybe do another part for the What If. Yeah, I'll see y'all guys in another video. Peace.